Hey there, welcome to the video. Today, I'm going to be showing you one of the easiest and fastest ways to make money online with Amazon KDP by creating simple, low content books that can bring in passive income month after month. In fact, I'm going to be showing you a seller who's earning $1,174 every single month with just one book in this niche. That's over $14,000 a year from a single product. And the best part is you don't need any prior skills or experience to do the same. This is going to be perfect for those who are brand new to Amazon KDP, or if you've been searching for an easy way to start building an income online. Before we dive in, if starting with Amazon KDP feels overwhelming, don't worry, I've got you covered. I created the KDP Royalty Roadmap, a completely free guide that walks you step by step through creating and publishing your first book on Amazon. So whether you're a total beginner or you're just unsure where to start, this guide simplifies everything from designing your first low or medium content book with no prior skills needed to confidently publishing and seeing results faster than you'd expect. If you're ready to kickstart your KDP journey, I'll leave the link down below. So what kind of book are we talking about today? Well, that would be the Home Improvement Logbook. Now, these books are a practical tool for homeowners to track their projects, maintenance, and upgrades for their property. So think of it like a homeowner's best friend for staying organized on top of their investments. But here's what makes this niche so exciting. Number one, they have year-round demand. These books aren't seasonal. They sell consistently throughout the year because home improvement is always a priority for homeowners. Number two, they have a beginner-friendly design. Creating these interiors is super simple. You don't need advanced design skills, and you can easily put one up together by using tools like Canva or Creative Fabrica. And number three, they have high profit potential. With consistent demand and low competition, these books offer a great opportunity for passive income. So in today's video, I'll be covering real-world examples of sellers already making big profits in this niche, my 3-step process for getting your book ranked on Amazon's first page so customers can actually see and buy your book, and I'll walk you through how to create the interior of your home improvement logbook quickly and professionally. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online, whether it be through Amazon KDP or other online businesses. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. Now let's go to Amazon and make a search for Home Improvement Logbook. Now, usually what you're gonna do is you're gonna look through the first page here to try to see what kind of books are being sold on Amazon. But really what you wanna look for at first is gonna be this purple bar. This is called Titan's Quick View. This is a free KDP extension tool that'll help you with your niche research. It's available on the Chrome Web Store, so feel free to download it. Basically, this is going to give you a lot of useful information. Number one, it's going to give you the exact results for a certain search term. This says 938, but if it were to get over 1,000, this will actually tell you, for example, 1,122, as opposed to Amazon, which will only say over 1,000. So this is very useful, especially with KDP research. It's going to give you exact matches, which means how many books are ranking for this keyword in their title. We see 0 out of 16, so I see potential here already. And then how many books are independently published, meaning how many books are KDP books. 11 books here on the first page. The average bestsellers rank of 772,000, the average reviews, and the average price we can see at $10.72. It also gives you a niche score, which is also very useful using their own algorithm. Now, to give you an idea of what I look for when I'm going through a niche and I'm trying to validate it to see if it has potential for profits, I'm looking for 3 specific things. Number one, I'm looking for competition. So there's no point putting a book up in a niche that's overly competitive. So what I'm looking for are search results that have about 1,000 or less, because this is going to tell me that the competition is not too competitive, meaning I have a chance to get my book ranked on the first or second page of Amazon so it can be seen and it can be sold. Number two has to do with demand. There's no point putting a book up in a niche where customers are not buying those books. There's no one searching for that search term. So in order to judge demand, I'm looking for at least 3 books, KDP books, that have a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or less. This is going to tell me that these books are selling consistently at about 1 per day. And that means that there is some type of demand in this niche. And then number 3, I'm looking for a niche score that's provided by Titan's Quick View that basically validates the first 2 steps that has a score of at least 50. So if we go back onto Amazon and we look for that first step, which has to do with competition, we see total results of 938. So that's well below that 1,000 or so that I'm looking for. So with the first step, everything's looking good so far. So now the next step has to do with demand. And so what I do is I go through the first page of Amazon here and look for 3 or more KDP books that have that bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below. And what I do is I also skip anything that is a sponsored product, because this is where publishers are paying to boost their search rankings in the Amazon algorithm. So this one I'm going to skip. This one is not a KDP book. This one right here is a KDP book because under publisher, it says independently published and it has a bestsellers rank of 39,000. So this is the type of book that I'm looking for that's showing demand. This one right here is a KDP book, independently published with a bestsellers rank of 51,000. So that's 2 books. If we find one more book, that's going to satisfy my demand portion. This one is independently published, but it has a bestsellers rank of 736,000. So that's way too high. So I'm going to move on to the next. This one's 563,000. So that's a little bit too much. We have this one independently published at 196,000 BSR. So that's 3 books that satisfy my requirements for demand. Another one at 130,000. So I know that there's enough demand here. And if we scroll all the way up with the niche score of 59, that's above the 50 that I'm looking for. So everything has been satisfied, all 3 of my steps. So it's telling me that there's potential here for profits. Now, if we take a look at this book, the Deluxe Home Maintenance Logbook, this one says organize, schedule, journal, planner for home maintenance, repairs and upgrades, 12 years of record keeping, DIY projects, inventory, forever home. So I see a little bit of keyword stuffing here. This obviously could be cleaned up a bit. We can see a 4.3 out of 5 rating. This is the type of rating that there's still room for improvement, but most is going to be a 5 and a 4 star. As you can see, there are a little bit of 3, 2, and 1 stars. It has a price of $13.29. Also offers the hardcover version. If we use this Amazon KDP royalty calculator, I plugged in $13.29 list price and the 186 page count. We get a standard royalty of almost $5 with the extended distribution at over $2. So these are really good profit margins for a book. If we look at the breakdown right here, we can see 23.2% go towards printing costs. That's about $3.08. 40% go to your Amazon fee at $5.32, which leaves you 36.8%, which is your royalties at about $4.89. So if we look at the cover, very simple cover. I'm going to show you how to create this on Canva. It's just basically a pattern, an element of a house, and then your text. And then here's the first page. This Deluxe Home Maintenance Logbook belongs to, some lines about this house, so things like that. And then here is where the meat is. So as you can see, some different types of templates here. You have 12 years of seasonal monthly home maintenance, your pest control log, your home upgrade log. So different types of interiors here. And then we can look at what they actually look like. These are for important contacts. You can see your electrician, your plumber, your roofer, your sprinkler system. This is the where is it? So where is it located? And then the maintenance service log. Just very simple interiors. I'm going to show you a great place to grab all these interiors so you don't actually have to create them all from scratch. And you just have to put it all together exactly how you want to make the book, and it's not going to take you a lot of time. Now, if we scroll down to look at the A+ content, we're going to see that this is all the publisher put in the A+ content, but this is a great module. I always talk about this. This is basically where you can link your other books on your other listings, and it's going to help you boost the sales of your other books, all for free, because this is offered by Amazon KDP with their A+ content. And so as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books here that potential customers can go ahead and look at. They can even add to cart right here. So if you want to know how to implement A+ content, including how to create this module, I'll leave a marker on the top of this video. Feel free to watch that at the end of this one. Now, if we go to this Amazon KDP book sales calculator and plug in that bestsellers rank and the number of pages and that book price, we can see that comes out to an estimated royalties of $39 per day and $1,174 per month off of a logbook, which is actually very, very good. Because the way you have to think about logbooks is you're gonna have dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of logbooks. Some of them are not gonna sell, some of them are gonna sell, but all of these little incomes from these books are all going to add up at the end of the month. And these are going to be evergreen sales, which means these are going to sell year round. So it's all going to add up and it's all going to be very powerful for you. That's why you do want to create logbooks, not just coloring books, not just activity books, not just high content books. Logbooks are really a great way to start creating solid income on Amazon KDP. Now, in my experience, the fastest way to create this type of logbook is to go to Creative Fabrica and make a search for home improvement, filter it by KDP interiors, and take a look at all of these interiors here. But the key is to look for an interior template that is Canva editable. So if you go through these listings here, you notice this one right here says Canva editable template with 50 templates. This one right here, 90 plus Canva editable templates. This one, 93 editable templates for Canva, 51 templates. These are the ones that you want to download because you can take them onto Canva and it's going to be easy to modify them and make them original, make them your own, and make them unique so they don't look like anything else that someone has already put out there. So for example, this one, the 2024 Home Renovation Planner, as you can see, if you don't have a Creative Fabrica subscription, this one is usually $7, but right now it's 90% off at 70 cents. And if you go back to these listings, you can see $1.50, $1, $1, $1.50. These are all on sale right now. Typically, they're going to be a little bit more than this dollar price. But if you're going to use, let's say, 2 or 3 things from Canva, it starts to add up. That's why I actually subscribe to the yearly all access, which is about $3.99 per month, because it's going to give you access to every single thing that Creative Fabrica offers. And it's going to allow you to download all of these interiors included in your subscription. It also gives you the personal and the commercial, as well as the print on demand usage of these files so you can use them for your Amazon KDP book. But what I would do is I would download this, open it on Canva just like this, and you're going to see that this is a complete book already. If I could do the grid view, you can see all of these interiors already done. So what you could do is you could pick and choose the type of templates that you like. You can duplicate them. So for example, room dimensions, there's only one template here. But let's say you want to add 4 pages of room dimensions. Well, just duplicate the page 3 times. And now you have 4 pages of room dimensions. The other thing that you can do is you can go ahead and change the font style with it. So for example, I want to use this font, then there it changed. And then as well as these fonts right here, I can change this as well and do something like that. As you can see, I changed the fonts just that fast. You can also change the color of the boxes. So change it from purple to gray. And you can also go ahead and resize everything if you wanted, just like that. And you can kind of build it how you like. So for example, for me, I tend to like more rounded boxes or rounded squares. So I could go ahead and change that, add a corner rounding, maybe like 5 or 10. And you can do that with every single one here. Just add a rounding here of 10. And it kind of starts to change the look of the page compared to the one that you downloaded. So this is exactly what I urge you to do. Do this with every single template here that you like. Change the font, change the way that it looks, the colors. You can change the positioning of these as well. So for example, if you want to change the placements, you can easily do that by grouping it together. And as you can see, I can move it wherever I want. You can do the same thing here, group it. You can move it anywhere that you want. This is only going to take a short amount of time, but this is going to be worth it because it's going to make your interior original and you're not going to have any duplicate content out there on Amazon KDP. That's going to lead to problems for your account. Now, another thing to keep in mind is you're going to be printing in black and white mostly. So it's important to know that. So the colors here, you do want to change it to a grayscale color so that it's more uniform because it's going to print in grayscale. So any of these colors will not print in color if you're choosing the black and white. So just be wary of that. But once you have a completed interior, you've chosen your templates, you've duplicated the templates that you want. For example, you have your design plan, you have contractor bid, and you have your completed interior of all the templates that you want. In order to download it so it's ready to upload on KDP, you can hit share, download as a PDF print all pages. You can choose RGB if you're using the free version. If you're paying for Canva Pro, choose CMYK. This is the best option. It's gonna be the best for professional printing. And then go ahead and hit download. Now, in order to create the cover for this book, you wanna go to Amazon KDP's cover calculator, choose the binding type. This one's gonna be paperback. Choose the interior. This one's gonna be black and white. Paper type. This one's gonna be white paper. Reading direction, left to right. Measurements, inches. Interior trim size. This one's gonna be 8.5 by 11. Page count. Let's do 100 pages. And then click calculate dimensions. Now we want this number right here, these two numbers. This is for the full cover. This is what we're gonna put into Canva, 17.475 by 11.25. You also wanna download the template right here so that we can put it onto Canva so we know how to create our cover. Now back on Canva, I opened a 17.475 inches by 11.25 inch project. So this is gonna be our cover. Now what we wanna do is we wanna drag that template on top of here. So take your template, I use the PNG one and I'm just gonna place it on top. And then I'm gonna put it on the corner here. It'll lock, drag it to the other corner. It'll lock. Now we're gonna know how to properly create our interior. I'm gonna go ahead and put the transparency down to about 20. Just so I can still see it, but I can also design. Go ahead and lock it. Now what I'm gonna do is just create a very simple cover for this. I'm gonna go to elements and I'm gonna look for a pattern. So we're gonna do pastel pattern. So let's go ahead and use this pattern right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make it align the page and then I'm going to increase it just like that. So as you can see, it fills the whole page. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm also gonna put the transparency down so I can still see where I need to work. And now I'm going to add an element, add a shape right here. And then I'm just going to make sure that I follow this guideline right here of where the spine is, just to cover the spine enough, just like that. And then extend it. I like to go over the page just to make sure there's no white space. And I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out. I wanna color this a black for now. And then what I wanna do is I wanna get a text, add a heading right here. And we're gonna type in home improvement, duplicate it, type in log book. Now we're gonna mess with the size, make sure we center it. We have log book. I'm going to match the size. So this is 50. So I'm going to put it at 50. And then I'm just going to find a font that fits this type of logbook. Let's use this font right here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger and then change this font as well to that. Make it a little bit smaller. Position this somewhere in the middle like that. Really depends where you want to put it. I'm just going to put a little bit top of the middle. Right now I'm thinking about an element. So I'll look for a house. I'm going to go graphics, outline. And then find something here, maybe like that. This one looks pretty good. Now I want to move this up, obviously, because we have an element here. So I'm gonna move it to 2/3 of the page right here. This looks pretty good. Center it as best you can. Go ahead and find a nice place for your element. So I'm gonna put it down there. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Let's say I'm happy with this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete the template in the back. We have to unlock it first. Delete it. This is as simple as you can get with this cover. What you can also do is you can put parts of the interior on the back and you can showcase it here. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. And then what I like to do is I like to go to edit, shadows, and add a glow to every single one. It just makes it look a little bit better. Now I'm gonna highlight all of them so I can go ahead and change the size and then just kind of arrange them like this. There you go. Here is your full cover. Same thing, when you're done, you can download it, ready for KDP. Hit share, hit download, PDF print, RGB if you're not paying for the Canva Pro, but if you have Canva Pro, use CMYK, hit download. If you want even more help with your KDP journey, don't forget to watch my videos on my channel. I go through step by step on how to create different types of books in different types of niches. Also, don't forget about my KDP royalty roadmap. It's a full step-by-step guide helping you create medium and low content books on Amazon KDP. If you haven't already done so, the link is down below. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell, as well as follow me on all my socials at JeffsAtLife. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.